lovely darlings, and welcome back to Scorpio Chronicles. I'm Ari, your destiny advisor. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button so that you are notified when I do post, because I post randomly and sporadically. Like randomly and sporadically, period. Those who are new here, you are very welcome. I'm Ari, and I am your destiny advisor. So today I'm going to be giving you the ultimate advice on your destiny where it pertains to love and relationships and situationships and all that good stuff. I do have another video on my channel called No More Settling. We're going to level up instead. I'm going to link that with this video so you can go check it out if you haven't already. Now, I have been through my share of relationships, situationships, and whatever the fuck you call it, ships. I can honestly tell you that there are benefits of not settling, which is super obvious, but I understand that a lot of people just do not want to walk away from certain relationships because they're comfortable. To be honest, I feel like that alone is cap, because you're not actually comfortable in that relationship. There's no way that you can be comfortable knowing that your intuition is constantly telling you that something is wrong, something ain't right, something ain't adding up, or a red flag, red flag, red flag. You know what I'm saying? Like, that has to be uncomfortable as fuck. I done lived through that, and I already know that shit is not it. That's not cute. It's not the way. There's no way you could actually be comfortable in a relationship where you're being disrespected. Something that I learned throughout my journey and my experiences is that there are many different forms of disrespect, just like there are many different forms of abuse. Now, I fortunately have never been in a physically abusive relationship. Thank God I've never been in an abusive relationship, but I really had to sit there and ponder on that statement, because I'm like, well, I have been verbally abused. I have been mentally manipulated, which is abusive, okay? I have been, you know, projected on, meaning people projecting their insecurities onto you. I feel like that's a part of an abuse. If it isn't a part of the regular definition, it is now. Because I think it's easier for us to make a lot of excuses for the behaviors of others when certain things do not fall under certain categories or bubbles, such as abuse. You should never be with somebody if you are uncomfortable, if you cannot trust them, most importantly, because let me tell you something about trust. Trust is a significant difference between sleeping good at night and sleeping with one eye and a half eye and a quarter open. Like, that's what trust is. To trust someone, you are putting your life in their hand. When you talk about relationships, even though you are physically responsible for your own life and well-being, when you love somebody, I don't care if it's friendship, partnership, whatever, when you have a certain level of trust for someone, you give them your heart. There's a certain level of vulnerability that is attached. This is a known fact that I think a lot of people do not take into consideration, but when you get your heart broken, that shit could either make or break you, and a lot of times it actually breaks a lot of people. Some people can fall into a serious depression where they just give up entirely. I'm not talking about giving up on love or relationships. Some just give up on life right then and there. It, like, the pain is it's overbearing for them and they really can't handle it. That's for some people. Some people just literally block their heart chakra and do not allow themselves to ever love anyone genuinely, wholly, and authentically ever again. And that is like the ultimate way to put yourself in spiritual jail, by cutting yourself off from love. Because if you won't love anybody else, you're also not in a position to allow someone else to love you, and then you are starved of the most powerful source in entire existence. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like, why even risk it? There have been occasions where I've talked to people for a short period of time, or I've dated someone for years, and I can honestly tell you, it fucking hurts. The shit hurts. Like, if you find out someone is untrustworthy or if something doesn't work out, it's always going to be painful. It's just that the longer you stay with that person, is the more painful and detrimental it's going to hurt you. That's the only difference. The shorter you stay with somebody and you realize that's not the person for you, you're better off. Is it going to suck? Yes. Is your feelings going to be hurt? Yes. Are you going to feel like some time is wasted? Yes. But you can heal and cope a lot better from that. You know what I mean? So I feel like for your own sanity and your own state of being and your own wellness, that is the major benefit of not fucking settling. Because your mental, what that shit does to your mental, like, can you imagine how you are rocking your brain knowing that you're staying with somebody who does not value you, does not appreciate you, does not even know your worth because they don't know their own worth? Like, that shit is going to do a number on you. It's going to do a number on you. And it's not just the actions that people take, it's their words as well. And you have to realize that a lot of people will sit there and tell you bullshit about yourself on purpose because they want you to settle. They want you to feel like you can't do better. Because guess who wins? If you believe that, they win, because they could go out and do whatever the fuck they want to do. But you're going to be there stuck on stupid, waiting for them to come home, and they out doing whatever the fuck they want to do, and they don't give a fuck about your feelings. They don't respect you. They don't care about your mental wellness, your state of peace. They don't care about none of that shit. But they gonna have you there so that whenever they're out running the streets and it don't turn out to be what they thought it was gonna give, they can always have somebody to run back and lean on, and they know you're gonna be there to basically take their shit and wipe their ass. But y'all, it's 2021. I be telling y'all all the time, there's no reason for that. We are all attractive. Even if you do not fit into the society's norms of what attractive is, if you ain't an Instagram model or whatever that, my nigga, that shit don't matter. Like, there's mad people out here in the world. Somebody gonna find you attractive. But it's more than just attraction. Like, settling also has a lot to do with knowing that someone is not on your mental capacity. How can you have a serious conversation or dialogue or talk about life-altering decisions with someone who is not mentally there? Someone who is not capable of thinking for themselves. Someone who is dependent on you. That's never gonna work. It's just not gonna work. This is a team effort. Teamwork. Everyone has to be contributing to a relationship. You can't have one person dragging the sled and the other person just being dead weight. Everyone either has to take turns, or we have to create an invention that's gonna mold this bitch to where we're trying to go. That is how partnerships work. Furthermore, another reason not to settle, important reason not to settle, and like, this is like the key component for me as to why I just refuse to settle. When you settle, you are literally forfeiting your rights to be with somebody you actually want to be with. Somebody who you deserve to be with and who deserves to be with you. And that's something that I just cannot fuck around with. I'm sorry, I cannot and I will not fuck around with that. Anytime I have been in a relationship with someone, or I have been trying to build a relationship or a foundation with somebody and it just isn't working out, once I come to the realization this ain't gonna work for me, I'm off this. Because why am I wasting more time where I know it's not going to yield me the fruit that I want to eat later on? No, go ahead and take your luscious seeds, go find nice soil, fruitful soil, and go plant your seeds in somebody else's garden and go tend to it and go nurture that garden and go love in that garden, and then watch the fruits that you reproduce. But I cannot be one of them people that just sit here and it's like, oh, okay, well, ooh, I'm about to be 29 and I ain't engaged yet, so let me just stay with this person because who else I'm gonna get? Fuck no, I think not who I'm gonna get the person that I intend to be with. Somebody who's loving, loyal, fine as hell, got some money, is in tune with himself, is in tune with God and nature, and knows his worth enough to know what my worth is. Period. And I will have what I want because I'm not settling, and neither should you. I be telling y'all all the time, like, there's something amazing about you, and if you just so happen to be the right package at somebody else's door who you are not supposed to be shipped to, then you ship your ass back to UPS carrier services and wait for them to redirect you to where you're supposed to go. UPS being God in this situation. But that's just how I feel. That's my motto. I feel like there are people out here who are looking for the right people to love because they want to be loved as well. There are people out here who have been doing their shadow and healing work who deserve to get the evolved version of you because they themselves are evolving. Now, under no circumstances do I ever want any of you to believe that you are going to find this perfect relationship. I do not believe that perfect relationship exists. I do believe relationships and partnerships exist where two people are willing to constantly and consistently put in the work. And the way that they choose to put in the work will be so easy and effortless that it won't even feel like work. It would just feel like something worth doing. And I think if you have to feel like it's a struggle to be with someone, to love someone, for someone to understand you, or for you to be understood, be by yourself, because no one is going to love you the way how you love yourself. Even in loving yourself and being in a relationship with yourself, you are not a perfect human being, and you're going to disappoint yourself as well, just like other people can disappoint you. So I feel like once you are able to be out of one toxic relationship, definitely give yourself space, time, peace, play, love, nurturing. You really need to give that to yourself, and most importantly, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for not knowing your worth. Forgive yourself for not protecting your heart a little better. It honestly happens to the best of us. You can be so experienced and you can be underexperienced, and these type of situations will still end up happening. So do not feel like you are a failure. This is just a part of your journey, and this is a perfect way for you to get to know who you are. And if you feel like who you are or who you've become is outdated, sweetheart, at any given moment, period, poo, you could change that, and I encourage you to change it. I reinvent myself all the time. It's something that I've come to grips with, that I'll be doing until I'm dead. So I love it. But embrace the new you. If you are settling, I want you to stop settling today, right now, because there's no need. There's somebody out there who's willing to love up on you, hug up on you, treat you good, fly you out, all of that. So why? No. And for anyone who's wondering, oh, well, I'm gonna be lonely, or how long I'm gonna have to be single for, like, yo, being single is not a curse. I read a book about that years ago, but it's like now I'm really understanding it. Like, you have so much freedom. You can do what you want, when you feel like it. You don't gotta answer to nobody. You don't gotta tiptoe around nobody's feelings. Being single is a blessing. Of course, you may want to give your heart to someone else, and that time will come. But until then, take it from me, do not force anything. Take your time, okay? Be patient. Take your time, okay? I don't feel like you should put yourself in a position to where you are not able to be emotionally vulnerable right now, especially if you're just now deciding to come out of a toxic situation. Give yourself some time and space, but when you are ready to get back out there, know that there will be a world of options for you. So, I'm Ari, your Destiny Advisor. I hope this video was super helpful, and I really just wanted this to be a reminder that, yo, you're special, you're dope as fuck. Anybody that's telling you different, they probably don't really like you. Like, they probably hate you on the low. I know from experience. You be like, oh, well, my man or my girlfriend ain't supposed to hate me, but certain people do. So that's something else that you need to take into consideration. Are you settling with someone that secretly hates your guts? Are they saying they support you, but they really are jealous of where you're heading? Like, these are things that we have to take into consideration. And not because someone holds a certain title of a friend, a partner, or a spouse, or even a family member, that does not mean that these people always want the best for you. So at any given moment in time, if you feel like you are holding yourself back, or someone is deliberately trying to hold you back, don't make excuses, boo. Part ways, separate, distance yourself, and really just go do whatever it is that you feel like is gonna work for your greatest good. Because that's all that matters. Yeah, they gonna guilt trip you, and they gonna make it seem like you the bad guy. But guess what? Okay? You can never be a bad guy when it comes to your peace, your sanity, and your overall well-being. So tell them to kick rocks. Anyways, to my next video, y'all. Thank you for watching. Like and share this video with somebody if you care, so that my channel can grow and so that you can help someone else out through this difficult transition of not settling. Until my next video, y'all, I missed y'all. Protect your heart, protect your well-being, and protect your energy and peace.